Welcome, all of you, to a beautiful episode, which is the episode 3 of the Purposeful Dad podcast. And we are here again with the beautiful guest, with our beautiful speaker, Aman Juneja, aka Kabir, who has immense knowledge, immense energy, and intention to create more purposeful dads, to create a transformation phase with a flavor of science and spirituality. We've been learning a lot in the last 2 weeks, a lot of learnings, a lot of sharings, which has created a lot more impact in our viewers and in ourselves. So, going forward, we would get more into the depth of understanding what it means to create a mindset shift. At the same time, how it allows you to open up yourself to every possibility that's coming your way with the guidance what Kabir is providing to you to be more purposeful, be more intentional, Alpha Dad, in your journey. So I welcome you, Kabir. Thank you so much for being here once again. It totally means a lot.
Thank you so much, Suji, for having me here. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. And before we start, just a quick check with you. If that's okay, we can go ahead with 2 minutes of mindful meditation and we can get started with whatever is coming with the flow of it. Is that okay with you?
100%.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And let's get into a beautiful meditation. Also, request all of you who's watching this, please allow yourself to sit in a comfortable position and just flow with the guidance and the energies that we are experiencing in this moment. So, closing your eyes, clasping your fingers, resting them comfortably on your lap. Allow yourself to take a deep breath, expanding your chest, expanding your abdomen, and a long, slow exhale. Just observing the normal and natural rhythm of your breath. Opening yourself to the different possibilities and opportunities this moment might bring to you. Allowing yourself to surrender yourself to your divine breathing process, just as normal as it is, just as natural as it is. Feeling that flow of your in-breath, feeling that flow of your out-breath. Maybe also feeling the different sensations in your body. Just noticing, how does it feel in this moment to be with your breath? Let's express our gratitude for being alive, for having this breath, and for a beautiful day that's ahead of us. Let's finish this practice by taking a deep breath in and a long, slow exhale. Gently moving your fingers and toes, becoming aware of the space that you're seated in. And open your eyes at your own comfort. Thank you for sharing these moments with me, and I hope it was good for you and for everyone who's listening in to us.
Very divine.
Thank you. I think these are experiences that people might see in the upcoming days, also from Kabir and from myself, so that you get not just the knowledge, the sharing, the experiences, the learning, but also a glimpse of the healing process that's ahead of you.
Exactly. Exactly. Because uh, as Dr. Joe Dispenza also says, right, knowledge is the precursor to experience. So the knowledge which you are gaining is just a precursor, but you have to go through those practices in order to actually imbibe and embrace whatever we are discussing, whatever we have been sharing in the past 2 weeks and going forward as well. So, so which means, like journey is holistically unfolding, right?
Yes,
Beautiful.
totally. Because I remember in the last session, last week, you mentioned about being aware, building awareness, reflecting. And I think this could be one of the ways.
This could be one of the ways. 100%. 100%. So I want to thank each and every one of you. First of all, to begin with, Suji, thank you so much for being on this journey with me, for creating this beautiful space, the Purposeful Dad podcast, and each one of our viewers who's watching these and then imbibing these as well in their life. Whether you are a father, whether you are a mother, right? Though we have specifically dedicated this podcast to fatherhood, purposeful dad, but if you look at the essence of it, it applies to everyone. And what we also established in the past 2 weeks is father is not just a biological father, but father is also a creator. And each one of us is creating our life, irrespective of caste, color, creed, gender, any kind of categorization. So you are a father to your own life, right?
Yes.
And all the leaders as well, no matter in whatever space, whatever capacity you are a leader, whether you are a leader to your own family, whether you are leading the entire nation, whether you are leading your team of 2 members or 10 members or 150 members, it does not matter. Somehow this podcast and what started just as a purposeful dad is expanded his wings already, and it will keep on
Yes.
happening. So just with this message, just want to say that it's for everyone. Yes. Over to you, Suji.
Thank you. And I totally resonate with what you said because me being in this female body, sitting with you, an alpha dad coach, and I'm like, what is in it for me? Like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
And then when I'm with you for the last 2 weeks and all the conversations we have had online, offline, and I keep asking myself, like, what is in it for me? Like, why am I doing this? And then I'm like, see, every morning when I wake up with an intention to lead my dreams, to lead my goals, to lead my family, to lead my child, to lead my work, to lead my team. And whatever you're saying, you are an alpha dad coach. I totally respect that. But for me, it is in a different context, it's helping me.
Right.
So everything that you shared about, balancing out your emotions, reflecting on things, how you see things, especially the difficult moments, how do you contemplate or how do you acknowledge these moments? And now when you're talking about, alpha dads not being just alpha dads, maybe alpha leaders, like how you said, and creating and co-creating this life. I mean, I'm totally in sync with it. That's one reason why I'm just happy to keep doing this over and over again, because now there is a more inclusive space,
Yeah.
and you have created that space,
Yes.
right? It's not just about a particular gender or a particular human category, but it's about anyone, because all of us have come here with a sole purpose. That itself is a leadership quality.
Yes. And any kind of creation happens out of a, that instinct of a father. You can also call it a mother, but right now I am, since
Yes.
it's a purposeful dad podcast, so I'll call it as a father. And even being a mother, at times, you have to step into that protector kind of a mode, right? So not father is not just a father, a mother is not just a mother. They switch roles, they switch energies. Similarly, leader. So it applies to everyone. And you said it to me that like, so I am also just receiving the downloads in the last week's episode. What we did, it struck me, and we also discussed it, right? That it's it is expanding. Alpha leadership, alpha fatherhood, alpha creator applies to everyone. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes. And when we talk about leadership, I think most of the men would resonate with it, because, men being men, ambitious, want to grow, want to, serve more, give more as they're growing along.
Right.
It comes with both a nurturing attitude and with a protective.
Protector. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which means to say, do men only have a masculine side, or because nurture side comes from, a motherly feeling. So, how would you explain that?
Okay. So first of all, uh, you see these, long hair. Okay. So it's not a style statement.
Yeah.
Every time since my, teenage, I tried having long hair as a style statement. I was never able to do it. Follow through, because sometimes, I would go in by external, influences, people telling me it's not looking good. Sometimes I would myself feel irritated and, get a haircut.
Okay.
But this time, it started in 2017 with my spiritual journey as well, with my healing journey. And this time I kept on, kept on going. No, like when someone asks me, what do you do to have such long hair? I say, I do nothing. It's a natural process to have long hair. What
Yes.
the process to have, it's a process to have a shorter hair. You need to cut it. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand? It's
Oh,
a,
beautiful.
but now why am I sharing this with you? It's the expression of the femininity inside of the feminine energy,
Okay.
the creative energy. So to answer your question, each one of us,
Mhm.
whether we are born in a male body or a female body, okay, we have both the energies, and maybe in different proportions.
Mhm.
These proportions also keep on changing every single day,
Mhm.
right? Every moment they keep on changing, in fact. So we have a feminine side to us, a masculine side to us. And hence you will observe lot of lot of males, they are strong, they have that strength, they are leaders, but yet they have a very gentle side to them, right? And to be, to be very very authentic, and to be very very honest, in fact a real leader is someone who can flow as well, who has the quality of a water as well, flexibility.
Mhm.
If a leader is fixated, then then when the ice is frozen, it can only break. There is
Yeah.
no scope for it to flow. When the leader is fixated upon idea, or a father is fixated upon a certain kind of a mindset,
Mhm.
there is no flow to it. It's very fixated. It's very
Restricted.
like stern, strict,
Yeah,
disciplined attitude. But in the long run, that does not work.
true.
So you need to have that quality of flow as well.
Yeah,
So mellowness, right, inside of you.
correct.
That is the real essence of it.
Wow.
Real strength of. So you now what I received, I think yesterday or day before yesterday.
Mhm.
So when I say a male or a female does not matter in whatever body you're born in, you have both energies, masculine and feminine.
Mhm.
Masculine energy, the role of the masculine energy, which I feel, I received as a download is you create that space, that protective space.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's a protective space, and the feminine energy is the expression inside that protective space. Expression could be of anything. Expression could be of creativity. Expression could be of living your emotions.
Mhm.
Expression could be any. So
Yeah,
both masculine and feminine coming together, and then anyone can step into again a role of a leader or a father. It's not about again gender specific, but
correct.
yes. So that is how the essence of both is very, very important, because that is how we have been gifted with both. Otherwise, universe wouldn't have. Last time I said, tear glands have been. We both have been gifted with the tear glands, same gland.
Yeah,
The first episode we talked about it.
correct. Yeah.
Similarly, both energies are flowing inside of us, and
Mhm.
that is how even we have schools for it. Hatha yoga,
Uh-huh.
Hatha, sun and moon, right? Sun the masculine, moon the feminine. So
Yeah,
entire school is based upon this Hatha yoga to balance it out, both the energies.
correct. And that's one reason why there needs two individuals for having that creation. And that is where we have both of it in us. Right now, I connect with you because I do see many leaders in our workspace also. Some are very just to the point, like goals, visions, strategies, your mission, and all of it. On the other end, there are a couple of other men whom I see as delicate, as vulnerable. So, does it mean to say that you exhibiting that vulnerability comes from your feminine energies? Is
Yeah.
that, yeah?
Actually, it is a role of both. Okay. As I said, the masculine energy inside, let's say I am talking about myself, just
Mhm.
myself. My masculine energy will hold that space for my feminine energy to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
If that space is not there, given by the protector of my own protector, which lies inside her,
Mhm.
that is the masculine force. If that protective space is not given, my feminine force will not express itself. It will not allow its expression. Okay. And perfect examples of this is then they have portrayed good leadership qualities. Sri Krishna, Sri Ram. So mellow
Yeah.
and yet so strong. Right? Warriors
Yes.
and lovers going hand in hand.
Totally.
As I say this, right? Uh, there was an interview which was happening with who's that actor from Matrix? Keanu, like Keanu Reeves,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he was having an interview with Drew Barrymore, and she asked him, uh, "How could a lover be a fighter?" A war-
Mhm.
And then Keanu Reeves said, beautiful thing that a lover has to be a warrior. If a lover cannot protect his love, then what kind of lover is he? So we
Yeah.
have to embrace both qualities which are there inside of us, and that makes a beautiful father. That makes a beautiful leader.
Absolutely.
If I cannot be vulnerable, if I cannot embrace, so let's say in simple terms, feminine side is equal to emotions.
Mhm.
my emotions of happiness, of sadness, of pain, of guilt, of regret, of jealousy, whatever,
Okay.
any kind of emotions. That is the feminine aspect. Femininity is equal to, let's say this for now, okay? Now, if I am as a, if my masculine force, masculine energy is not able to embrace these emotions, hug the
Mm.
feminine aspect of my own self, how will I ever be able to embrace the emotions of anyone outside of my child, let's say? How will I accept it? I will,
Yes.
whatever I am doing to myself, I will do exactly to my child. So I will never be able, I will always, if I am suppressing my emotions, if I am cutting that part or distracting myself, consuming alcohol or, no matter like other stuff as well,
Mm-hmm.
I will give the exact same thing to my child as well. Like cut off your emotions. They are not good.
Yeah. I think that's what happens mostly with men. Like maybe like how you said, growing your hair. Maybe you were in a healthy space, but I have seen men who were, bullied or who were insulted that why are you growing hair? Like you're a boy. And many a times what happens as they keep growing, they suppress somewhere their feminine side, the energies of nurturing, that love, affection. Even when they may get into partnership, they don't bring their full self. They bring just a part of themselves because now they feel that it is about their critiques, how they feel or how they feel that uh, is it right to do, is it wrong to do. You become so much of a judgmental person to your own self,
Right.
right? That's difficult because, as a coach, maybe you would resonate that a person, if not fullest, like bringing both elements to it, you cannot forget about being a leader or being a father. You cannot just be yourself.
You cannot
You're
just be
just living a part of you.
right. You
Right?
cannot be a human.
Yes,
You cannot be a human.
correct. So, in that case, if we see in corporates also, where we have the male folks who are all about the ambition, to grow, expand the business, to get into leadership, to see others growing. And at the same time, when they have to, when they're transitioning maybe to a phase of fatherhood. Now, this is a very subtle point where you're standing at a two-way road where you need to focus even on your leadership and you need to focus on your parenting.
Right. Right.
Right? How easy or how difficult is it? Like you go through a lot of thing as a man. Like I don't know how does a man feel, right? When you have to focus on your work, you have to focus on the child, but you're not able to give enough because every morning you get up, have food, you get dressed, go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you hardly get time.
Yes.
So how does it play on a man? Like when they are at work, they may be thinking about the child also. They want to spend time. They want to be here. This is a very delicate thing because at least as women, I know that we get 6 months maternity period where you focus. Now, yes, many companies are giving paternity leave also. But
Right.
what I'm talking about is from an emotion point of view.
Yeah.
What does a man go through when they are in this state of, divide?
Right. So I want to take you back in order to answer this. I want to take you back to one of the experiences which I had with my manager. Okay. And it was around, I think, 10, 11 years ago. So I joined the new organization and the culture was majorly a work from home kind of a culture. Or even if we go to office and then there is no strict timing as such that you have to sit or spend time in the office. So now it was almost 1.5 years since I had joined this organization. So I was already, since I was very new to my corporate career as well, I was able to imbibe that culture easily.
Mhm.
My previous organization had a totally opposite culture of this. So now there comes a manager who comes from a different organization and joins. this organization where I am already in for past 1.5 years, and he is not much aware of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now he observes me leaving in the first week. He became my manager, and now he observes me leaving office around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So he observes me, and then he asks me like, "Why are you leaving so early?" So I said, I always leave at this time only to avoid traffic, and then I connect. As I reach home, I connect uh, from my laptop. So this happened once, this happened twice, and I could see that he was concerned about it. He has some challenges with it. So then he said, like one day, 2 day, he said on the third that I'm calling the senior manager. And then he called the senior manager. So I said, okay, it's okay if you want to call. But then senior manager had a meeting with him, explained him about the culture and everything. But even after that, I could see that there was some kind of a fearful energy around him. He
Mm-hmm.
was worried maybe the work would not complete, or he was not trusting. He was not trusting the process. What was happening? He was not trusting me as his team member, right? And then, why am I sharing this with you? I would connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, he was also about to become a dad. He was about to become a father, a biological father. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, one thing which struck me out of this whole situation was back then, 11 years old, 11 years back, which means like always had this notion inside of me of fatherhood. I was subconsciously observing stuff, not that, he's complaining about me. All of that is on one side. But question which arose to me was, yeah, like he is in so much fear energy right now, and he's about to be a father in next few months, right? So what exactly is he going to give to his child?
Oh gosh.
And the answer which came to me was whatever he has right now,
Yeah.
exactly the same thing. Because a leader is also a father. A father is also a leader. So just like, you don't really have to be a biological father in order to be a father, as we have already established that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the way I am treating my own self, in fact, forget about team as well. The way I am treating my own self emotionally, as we started with this now, the dots are
Mm-hmm.
connecting. Masculine, feminine. The way I am treating my own self. In the last episode, we also talked about fear. See how the dots are connecting. My own fear, right?
Yeah.
So that fear is my legacy. If I wouldn't have been able to maintain that distance by doing that practice of becoming aware
Mm-hmm.
and just pausing for a bit, what we shared in the last episode, I might take that same thing and give to my child. Okay, gift to you. Hello.
Yeah.
So that whole episode taught me deeply, subconsciously maybe, because my healing journey was just about to begin.
Mm-hmm.
Or might have already begun, was about to begin. Okay. It was receiving a subtle message, or maybe for a bigger purpose, which is again connecting now, right? That why do you need to, Aman, let go of all your everything which is holding you back and all the weights which you have tied upon yourself? Weight of fear, weight of jealousy, weight of insecurity, weight of any kind of such heavy emotions. So, in order to connect with the child, right? Especially when you asked me transitioning from a leader to a fatherhood.
Yeah.
So you don't have to transition actually. Whatever you are in your leadership role, you will be in your fatherhood role, or vice versa as well. Whatever you are in your fatherhood role, you will be in your leadership, right? It's a very
Yes.
subconscious process. You may consciously feel that you will be loving to your child because it is your child, but
Yeah.
the emotions are subconscious, it is not conscious. And it reflects not just with respect to your child, but in your relationships, all other relationships. So
Very,
that one episode, which happened 11 years back, gave me a deeper lesson, because this thought otherwise wouldn't have striked inside of me. I would have gone into the revenge mode, he complained about me and then I will do this. But the question which came to me was, yeah, he's about to become a father. So how can I, like, he should let go of his fear.
yes.
He should let go of his fear before the child arrives, or so he should do that kind of work so that it's gone, and he gives something beautiful, openness, open-heartedness, love to the child.
Yeah, totally. I get you, but it's easier said than done. Like to let go of fear. People live with it for years and years and years.
At times for lifetime.
Yeah. And in fact, nobody has taught us, like, I don't remember learning in school that how to let go of fear. Haven't learned it, right? So, as a coach, I would want you to maybe share a couple of practical, you know, uh, things that a person can do, a father can do to stay more emotionally stable, or how to do this let go. Like maybe if we can, give that as a closing note to people that they contemplate on it. They can at least take back, okay, I am also now becoming a father, so I need to do something about it. Because what you shared about your journey 11 years back, and that's somewhere maybe your fatherhood journey, started sprouting and manifesting and,
Mhm.
creating a shape and form of its own. And you could empathize with that person, though they were trying to be like, I felt it like a micromanager,
It was
honestly.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. But you could have more empathy to that person because you were already in that zone.
Yes, maybe subconsciously it was already coming to me, occurring to me. Now, you have used this term micromanager, like someone who micromanages their team also micromanages their family. People can note it down. Okay, it's a quote
Yeah.
that's occurred to me. Someone who will micromanage their team will also micromanage their family, because it is not coming from just like it's a different space, corporate space, so you need to, it's coming from a deep emotion of
Mhm.
insecurity, of doubt, of mistrusting,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
there could be something, as we connected, like as we discussed in the last episode as well, when I shared my experience, could be coming from some traumatic incident of their own life,
Yes.
where they started doubting everyone. When I shared, if you haven't looked, if you haven't viewed the last episode, I would urge each one of you to please go and watch that, because my sense of being fearful or doubting that everyone would leave me stemmed from one incident which happened in my childhood, right?
Yes.
So first step, coming to the solution, right, I will share what came to me, what occurred to me, how I shifted this, and how even I keep on shifting it even now. So because healing is an ongoing journey, it's a process. It's not that you are done.
Yeah.
Even an enlightened master have to stay in that state of awareness. They have to do their sadhana,
Now,
right?
I think that itself is a deep topic which we will take it up as an episode altogether because people think healing means, full stop.
Full stop.
I am done. Now it's all about celebrating life. But yeah, there's another side to it.
So healing is not a full stop. Fatherhood is not a full stop. Leadership is not a full stop. It's a process. You evolve in it. You keep on evolving in it. It's not that you took a certification program which your organization was facilitating and now you are a leader, or so it's a journey. It's every single moment you need to expand your awareness, because as a father, the more you are expanding your knowledge, your awareness, the more you are creating the legacy for your child, right? So coming to what helped me to overcome these fears and what still helps me is, first step is always, as I also shared in the last week's session, is to first see and accept that it is there. Now, this is where the real, this is where you need to be a real man to your own self. Because so far, whatever we have been taught is exactly the opposite of this. A real man don't show their emotions, don't accept their emotions. But इसका उल्टा बोल रहा हूं मैं आपको, बिल्कुल completely opposite. So it may take you courage, it may take you effort now. Now you need to be a real man to yourself. Allow your masculine energy to create space, safe space. कोई और दे ना दे, खुद को दे दो.
Yeah.
Give that space to your own self. Okay. And when I say give that space to your own self, it just means if you feel any emotions, if you are feeling fearful, stepping before, into that meeting, into that conference room, if you are feeling fearful, stepping into that marriage, it's okay. Honor that. Don't suppress that feeling. Acknowledge that feeling. It has a positive intention to it. कुछ बताना चाह रही है वो feeling आपको. Okay. First step is have that space. Be non-judgmental towards it. Just look at your emotions.
Yeah.
Today I will leave you with a second step also. You can always check with that feeling, what is your positive intention? What are you trying to tell me? Right?
Yeah. Totally
Just
powerful ones.
create that space first. Don't judge it.
Yeah.
आपके पास एक फीलिंग आई, आप मीटिंग में जा रहे हो, आपको डर लग रहा है, आपसे काम नहीं होगा, आपको डर लग रहा है, और मुझे लगता है मेरे साथ हुआ है, मेरे को लगता है सबके साथ होता होगा. Suji, you have been in the professional world. I want to ask you, does it happens to you as well, where you sometimes feel doubtful कि यार मुझसे नहीं होगा, fear comes over?
Yes. Almost every day it comes, though it's a journey been for like 15 plus years. But yeah, and I do pretty much the same what you said. So I totally get that because that's a very powerful tool.
Exactly.
Yeah, just to say to yourself, okay, I feel that nervousness.
I feel that emotion.
Yeah.
I am
And you're just accepting that part of you.
You do, what are you doing to yourself? You are opening your arms. Your masculine energy is opening your arms to your own inner feminine energy, which is your emotion, and telling, okay, it's all right.
Correct.
I am feeling this.
Yes.
At the moment, sometimes, most often than not, the moment you do this wholeheartedly, that emotion will settle down. It will
Yes.
transmute into something beautiful. Okay.
Right.
So when it comes to doubt, even Virat Kohli has doubts sometimes. So much practice. Sachin Tendulkar had his doubts, but they don't suppress their doubts, or they don't suppress their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
That is also the essence of being successful in any career, right?
Correct.
Success in your fatherhood journey, success in life, success in your career. That's what a real leader is. That's what a real father is.
Wonderful. I think we went into another beautiful dimension of Alpha Dad. And now I think it's taken a beautiful turn into Alpha leadership. And about like how you mentioned last time about father, creation or creator and leader. Right. And today we saw more about what is it to be a leader, how you balance out your emotions when you work with your leadership and with your parenting skills. Right. And what Kabir rightly mentioned, one thing what I would say that, I liked about you is you open up yourself. The way you express with that open arms itself, people feel that energies. It's more about, embracing that moment, embracing you as a person for who you are, And it's very rare to find in a man doing that, because most of the men are, sitting like this with their hands crossed, legs crossed.
Actually, I am also sitting like this because I'm feeling a little cold because the
I
AC
know.
is going inside of me.
Yeah. But most of the time, it's like, even in meetings when we sit, it's like a
Right.
very closed,
Very
so
restricted kind of a posture.
correct, correct. And when you say about, accepting yourself or accepting how you feel in that moment, maybe you're nervous, maybe you're anxious, maybe you're jealous, whatever it is, you're embracing it with an open hand that, yes, I am a human and it's okay for me to feel that way.
Exactly.
And automatically there is a rush of relaxation. You feel that, okay, at least 70% of the tension is gone, because now you know that you have noticed it.
Right. Right.
Right. And that's a beautiful way to evolve as a human, let it be in fatherhood or in leadership.
Right.
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 And beautiful tools you provided that, first of all, be true to yourself. I mean, that's the one person you see every single day. I mean, if you cannot be true to this person, then we cannot be true to anyone else.
Anyone. Anyone.
Right. So totally resonate with you, because when you said that what you hold inside is what you hand over to the, to your offspring also.
So I call that as a inner real estate or emotional legacy. So, we usually as fathers want to create outside real estate for our children,
Yeah.
properties, money in the bank. So all that is outside real estate. But your inner real estate will be given to that child the moment it is born.
Oh, goodness.
So whatever you have been holding, you are not able to let go of your exes, you have been holding grudges of your bosses, road rages, whatever happened, या कुछ कुछ हुआ है वो सब कुछ आप ऐसे एक अच्छे से पैक करोगे और ऐसे अपने बेबी को दे दोगे.
Oh, goodness.
So, sorry to cut you off.
No, no,
Just
no.
want to, say one strong message. Do it for your child.
Yeah.
Do it for your child. If you are a leader, do it for your teammates. You know, if not for yourself, do it for them.
So much. Just allowing it to soak in, because there is a lot in it.
So I resonate majorly with, the feeling of father,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hence the podcast is also called the Purposeful Dad. So my bhakti, why am I doing this as who am I doing this as for the child, right? So I am doing from that essence, and that now helps me connect all the dots. Why was this happening to me? Why that message came to me when I observed my manager in that incident behaving in that manner, calling the senior manager. So you also find your who. That makes the healing journey, like effortless. So what I learned after many years, I'm sharing this so that each one of you can begin with that.
Yes,
Begin.
very much, very much. And whatever you have shared today, I think people would relate more practically, because majority of, like, not majority, 100% of the men, as they are growing, this is the first expectation, make a career for yourself, make a lot of bank balance, become a capable person, become a strong person, become a leader. So there's a lot more of expectations coming from them, but inside them they know how they feel. They feel that, sometimes I am fearful, sometimes I don't know if I'll be able to do this, or sometimes I'm holding back a lot of things because of all my past baggages, like how you mentioned. Could be relationships, could be some things what I've experienced in my childhood, maybe some addictions.
Right.
And when all this is what is there inside, then as a leader, then you cannot give anything better.
Right.
Right. And when you rightly said that, you had your awakening moment 11 years back, I think that is where that beautiful journey of transformation has happened. And People connect with you, people see that energy in you, they feel that energy in you. So I totally vouch for you because people need to know more about you. And that is why I think we are going to go on with many more podcasts, many more episodes coming forward with different varieties and flavors so that we get more of Kabir and people get to know what Kabir is, what actually he is in this journey for serving more fathers, to serving more leaders, because even for leadership, you need to have your emotional balance. You need to clear that baggage so that you can make a beautiful space for you when you're getting into that parenting journey or when you're starting up your leadership journey also.
Right.
Right. So there's a lot of learnings today, and I leave it to the viewers today to share with us everything that you have learned. And do let us know, how do you feel about these sessions? We have had 3 episodes. If you haven't watched the last two, request you to go back and watch those two also and share your inputs. Even share it with people who are becoming parents, who are looking forward, like Kabir, who's already in that zone of parenthood, already in that zone of, feeling the energies of what does it mean to be a father. So thank you so much for listening into us. It totally means a lot. And thank you so much, Kabir, once again for being here, for everything that you share with so much of openness, so much of, you know, that open heartedness that you want to give it. You want people to receive the best of you. And that is a beautiful intention that you already have. So I would look forward for an episode 4, and I would really come back to you and we would have this discussion maybe on another topic. But yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the audiences. Please do watch us. Please do follow us. The links would be shared in the description. And would love to see you again next week with episode 4. Until then, stay blessed. Keep healing yourself because healing is a process, like how Kabir mentioned.
Healing is a process, leadership, fatherhood is a process.
Yes.
You are always becoming a father, right? You will never be a father already. You are always becoming.
Absolutely. It's a process and you keep embracing that process. Lovely. Thank you, Kabir. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a beautiful rest of the day and see you again in the next episode. Bye
Thank
for
you
now.
all. Take care. We'll see you soon.